Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Matt. So today's class is a 30-minute Yin Yoga class for overall wellness and flexibility. We're going to do a full body class. We're going to be holding positions for about 3 minutes. All you're going to need is 2 blocks and a folded blanket. Might be something you want for additional comfort. So let's dive right into it. We're going to be turning around on our knees. And we're going to spread the knees to the edges of our yoga mat, touching our big toes together, and then sitting back down on our heels. We're going to be going into wide knee child's pose. So from here, we're just going to take one big inhale. Exhale, we're going to start to walk our hands forward, allowing our upper torso to come all the way down and resting the forehead on the ground here. So here we're just going to reconnect with our breath, focusing today on really deep inhales through the nose, deep exhales through the nose. Today's class is about the physical benefits of Yin Yoga. We'll be focusing on making our body more flexible, more open, and releasing all sort of tension that we can find while we explore each asana. So from here, we're just going to go in a little twist for the spine and opening up our upper back and right shoulder. So the right hand's going to come up, big inhale, and exhale. We're going to scoop it around, lower ourselves down on that right shoulder, and then bring our forehead to rest on the ground. So this feels really good for the upper back. It's a nice way to release tension in that area while we enjoy child's pose. we can slowly create some space, releasing that right arm. And from here, big inhale, we're going to raise the left arm up and back. Exhale, scooping it around and underneath, lowering ourselves down on that left shoulder. And then just settling here into stillness. So you want to be resting most of your weight on that left shoulder here. And we can slowly push ourselves back up, creating some space to release the left arm, and then walking our hands very slowly here as we close our knees together. So this feels wonderful. And from here, we're going to be going into melting heart. So we're just going to rise up onto our knees here, placing the hands in front of us, untucking the toes. So we're going to take one big inhale. Exhale, walking the hands forward. And then keeping your knees in line with your hips. We're just going to curve the spine and go all the way down here. And from here, if you want, you can take 2 blocks if they're nearby. We're just going to be putting our elbows on it and then placing our hands above our head. Just stretching the triceps here and the upper back a little further. And we can bring our hands back down, placing them beside the blocks, and then pushing ourselves back up, releasing the position here. So from here, if you have your folded blanket, I'm going to invite you to bring it in front of your knees here, and then we're going to be placing the knees on it. And then we're going to keep the blocks in front of us. We're going to go into dragon pose. So going into all fours here, we're going to take one big inhale, raising the left leg, backing up. Exhale, we're going to swing it forward inside the left wrist. And then you can use the blocks, moving your hips forward and down. And then just going into dragon pose here. So just place yourself comfortably. And then you can support yourself with the block to start off. Reconnecting with your breath here. And if you want, when you're ready, you can place the blocks aside and place your hands on the floor, going into low flying dragon. So deepening the sensations you are experiencing right now in your body. Deepening the stretch in your hip flexors and psoas. And if you can lower yourself on your forearms here, go for it. So we're just progressively making our way down up to our edge or limit. So if you cannot go all the way down like me today, that is okay. Just listen to your own body and find your own edge today and soften up into it. So from here we can push ourselves back up and then realigning our knees with our body, moving our hips back, stretching the left hamstring here a little bit. Before we swing that left leg around back onto the folded blanket. So from here we're going to take one big inhale, raising the right leg up and back. Exhale, swinging it forward inside the right wrist, moving our hips forward and down, and then using the blocks for high flying dragon here, supporting ourselves. And we can place the blocks aside here, placing the hands on the ground, going deeper into the stretch. And when you're ready, if you want, you can lower yourself down to your forearms for low flying dragon. And we can slowly push ourselves back up, realigning our knees and moving our hips back, going into a gentle hamstring stretch here. And we can release that right leg back. And from here, I'm just going to invite you to make your way to the seated position in the middle of your yoga mat. You can place the blanket aside. And we're just going to bring the left leg in here, stretching out the right leg in a 45-degree angle. We're just going to square off our hips with that right leg. And here, one big inhale. Exhale, walking your fingertips forward, finding your edge, and then holding stillness. And here, if you want, you can place a block on top of your right thigh, and that might help you to support your forehead while you settle into this position. And then you can lower the block to another setting as you find a new edge. And we can slowly walk our hands back, getting out of this position and transitioning slowly to the other side. So extending the left leg in a 45-degree angle as we bring the right leg in. So again, squaring off our hips with that left leg. Taking one big inhale. Exhale, walking your fingertips forward, finding your edge. And use the block for support here. And we can slowly walk our hands back, raising our upper body and getting out of this position. So if you want, I'm going to invite you to place the folded towel at the end of your mat here. We're going to turn around in the opposite direction. And we're just going to lower ourselves down very gently. We can use that folded towel for a pillow. So from here, we're going to be going into a reclined pigeon. So the left ankle will come underneath the right knee here, opening up our hip. We're going to take one big inhale and exhale through the opening we created. We're just going to grab the right knee and then pull everything towards our chest. So this should be putting some stress on your left glute. Just trying to open up that area as we close our eyes and reconnect with our breath here. And we can lower that right leg back down, uncrossing the left one. And from here, just bringing the right ankle underneath the left knee, opening up our hips. One big inhale. Exhale, reaching through the gap we created here and pulling on that left knee, stretching out the right glute. So from here we can slowly lower the left leg back down onto our yoga mat, uncrossing the right leg. And I'm going to invite you to extend your legs out in front of you. And then bring the back of your hands on the floor, completely surrendering yourself to the practice. And then reconnecting with your breath. So we're going to be concluding today's class in Savasana together. So let's take some deep breath here, in and out through the nose as usual. And then just noticing how good you feel, how your body feels more open, and how it just feels like your overall energy is flowing better.